Welcome back, my friends. Welcome back. Scotty the Trucker coming to you from a Petro, not the one we're going to be showing you footage of, but I'm at the Carnesville, Georgia Petro. A fine Petro. Huge parking lot, as many of them have. Friendly people. Good iron skillet. The bathrooms were, for truck stop, pretty darn clean. Not perfect, but yeah, all in all, a pretty good Petro. And this is one of the larger size one, not the world's world's largest chain, but it's big enough that it has a barber shop and pool tables, a very large lounge. I didn't really look around much more than that, but it's got kind of an open floor plan. Nice Petro. But the one we're going to be showing you today is the one that's in Racine, Wisconsin. You all may remember Racine from the movie A League of Their Own. It was the women's professional baseball league movie with Tom Hanks as the coach. The Racine Bells were the main opponent of the main team. Good movie if you haven't checked that. If you haven't seen it, check it out. But yeah, it's also near Stewart. Nah, I don't want to say that one wrong. It's Racine. There's a town right beside it. I can't remember. It's something. It's not Stewartsville, but it's something like that. But anyway, what I liked about this one that we're going to show you is, well, for one thing, big parking lot. Now, the first thing you come to is a turnoff for me. You gotta pay for parking here and there, but by principle, I avoid it like the plague. In my year and a month, paid for parking maybe 6 or 7 times. I really, not that I don't have the money, but it just, I would rather spend money and, get the free parking, but, patronize the place, with spending a little money in there. This one, you start off, it's not just paid parking. You go through a gate and it gives you a ticket. It's kind of like a parking garage type of situation. You get a ticket. It's the first 2 hours are free, and then it's $15 per day, which if you're going to charge parking, that's on the cheaper side. However, what makes me look past it and still think this is a pretty great place is 2 things. One is that purchases, including if you fuel up there, which I did, take down your cost to ultimately zero. And I definitely spent enough on fuel to cover me. I was there for just over 24 hours, so I had to cover $30 worth of parking, and I easily did that with the fueling that I did on the way in. The other thing that makes it okay in my book is that this place was excellent in how it was run. You'll see video somewhere in there. I took a quick video, made sure there was nobody in there, of the bathrooms. First of all, I looked on Trucker Path before going to this place, and it's one of the few, if you've got, good review over and over again at Trucker Path, you've got a gem, because that's hard to find. Most of the time there are 9 complaints to every one. Had a good time, This one, I don't remember seeing a complaint. This place, they were commenting on the cleanliness, including the bathrooms. And that's what I was going to say. I took a quick video of the bathroom. It's not just clean, it is gleaming. It is super shiny, mopped and clean. The 2 or 3 times I went in there, I didn't just catch it at a good time. They cleaned nonstop. They had a really good cleaning staff. All the staff there were really nice. It's a nice big one. I won't bore you with me talking over everything, but you'll see the video. But yeah, a nice sizable place. It has Taco Bell, Dunkin' Donuts, a chicken place. I didn't catch the name of it, but the chicken place is made out of like an old renovated Airstream, which was kind of neat. And there's a bar and grill upstairs. I didn't eat there. I looked at the menu. It looked like, for a bar and grill, fairly reasonable prices, but really, had a balcony, all kinds of stuff. So you'll see all that. Just all in all, even though you have to pay for parking, if you spend almost anything, it's that's going to be free. The only down note, I almost don't feel like putting it, I ate at the Taco Bell. Now, granted, right out the gate, I'm not a big, if those of you who've been with me a long time, we had my tongue tongue-in-cheek taco fiasco controversy early on in my, I think, PSD. I did a video talking about truckers in not Trucker Path, in Discord. At least when I was doing a lot of that, often we're talking about steak dinners and tacos ad nauseum, and I'm not a big fan of either. So that was kind of my controversial video. Now I know when people say they love tacos, they're not talking about Taco Bell. I get it. They like the big fancy ones with the soft shell, whatnot. Seafood, all kinds of crazy stuff. My whole point with that is I love everything that you put in it. Just cover it up with the burrito so you can actually get it to your face without it all landing in your lap. That was my thing. Anyway, I digress, as I often do. Back to the Taco Bell. Not a good experience at the Taco Bell. That was the only thing that I get the Crunch Wrap Supreme. I'm not a big fan of the menu. That's the one thing on there that I actually do like quite a bit. And I'll tell you what it was. I got my Crunch Wrap, and have you ever bit into something and it doesn't have any visible signs of mold, but the taste is immediate? This thing is just about going to start sprouting some mushrooms. That was the thing. It immediately, I had that taste, and I put it to the side, and I couldn't eat it, and I had gotten, I don't often get these either, but I got the cinnamon twists, a little crunchy cinnamon crisp things, I don't know what you call them, and I bit into them, and it had the same taste. So you could tell they're not rotating their stock as often as they should. I took it back. They were kind enough. They gave me back my money, but I didn't make a big deal of it or anything. But yeah, it was obvious. You bit into that. It just kind of has that kind of musky aftertaste, if you will. That was the only downside. It was kind of a sizable downside. It was my one big meal there. But I'm giving you the good with the bad. Everything else was fantastic. Enjoy that. One little anecdote, very quick little anecdote that I thought was kind of interesting. Last night, while I was trying to sleep, it was an earlier sleep shift. I think I went to bed around 6 p.m., something like that, so that I could get up early, start my drive shift. And I don't know, about 3 hours into it, my phone starts ringing, which is very odd. My family doesn't call me, usually. At least they can track whether I'm stopped or not, and kind of know when I'm sleeping and things like that. So I rarely get a phone call out of the blue on my phone from anybody, to be honest. Most things are text, as I ask people to do. If they've ever gotten my phone number, I try to, as friendly as I can, say text rather than call if you don't mind. I'm just not a phone person. But anyway, my phone rang, and I ignored it. I know it's not Prime. They send Qualcomm messages saying it's nothing that's going to be super urgent. And then it rang. I let it ring. It ended right away. Rang again, and I'm like, God, who is this? So I rolled over. I look at it, and it was a Freightliner dealership in Indiana, which I've never been to a Indiana Freightliner. So, like, whatever the heck this is, it can certainly wait. So I let that one ring and stop. Calls again. Freightliner, Indiana. I'm like, this time it's on principle. Darn it, I'm sleeping, I'm not answering you. And also, if you ever do this, after like the third time you can't answer, because then you feel compelled to explain some crazy story of why you couldn't answer the first 3 times. So anyway, it went one more time, and it was the same area code, but it was a name. I guess this person thought maybe if I switch phones and it doesn't come across as a Freightliner dealership, maybe I would answer. No, not answering. But this one had a person's name. So anyway, it stopped after that, and I woke up the next morning. It was a text, from the person that was on the thing, and it said, I believe I found your license, your driver's license, and I'd like to get it to you. Something along those lines. And I answered back. I was like, that's amazing. I said, actually, I lost that thing. I don't even know how many months ago. Y'all may recall the episode. I was at the TA in Morris, Illinois, and I had lost I had laid it on a counter at a shipper or receiver somewhere. I still don't know, but anyway, apparently this woman had found it, and I said, you know, I lost that thing months ago, and I've since replaced it. So if you, thank you for reaching out. That was really nice of you. So, but if you can do me a favor, just, you know, destroy it, cut it in half, and throw it away for me. I'm good. And she responded, yeah, she said, I'll do that when I get into work today. She said another staff here found it in the parking lot here. So I've never been to that Indiana freightliner, so who knows? It kind of leaves more questions than answers, really. You know, it obviously did some traveling without me, but yeah, ever since I lost those things, and I think I've shown you, this I would highly recommend. You know, instead of a wallet or something that you know, if you're carrying a bunch of crap in with you, you know, to check in at the shippers and receivers, you're going to leave it something on the counter. At the beginning, my TNT trainer was a big advocate, and I haven't opened this in months. You can get these at the Prime stores, and it's basically a paper and pen version of what they send you on, you know, on your loads. And his big thing was phones can fail. Yeah, but you also have the Qualcomm. Eventually, anyway, it might be, you know, if you're going to be 100%, maybe that's the way to go. But I got tired of carrying so much crap in my arms to shippers and receivers. I always keep my phone charged, and worst comes to worst, you do have the backup. The Qualcomm has all the stuff. So anyway, I made the executive decision that I'm not carrying this book with me and not filling that out every time I get a load. So I'm down to, I'm pretty much hands-free. I do bring my phone in. I can put that in my pocket, but I carry, you know, all my vital stuff around my neck, you know, and if I use a card or a license, it goes to the person and right back in there. So highly recommend that, especially if you're one that's carrying a bunch of crap in with you. All right, let me get out of the way and let you watch this video. Hope you enjoy it. Again, this is the Petro in Racine, Wisconsin. Hope you enjoy. Talk to you later. Hope you're well. Bye.